G'day guys, welcome back. This is just a quick little video just on a little bracket that I had to put together, a little clamp that I'm putting together to, let me show you, mount that lighting truss that I've made over there. So you can see it's just timber up, and there's two uprights, and I'm going to clamp it onto this portable table. So I thought I'd whip up a little clamp, and I have to get the other one done by tomorrow because well, it's New Year's Eve tomorrow here in Sydney, and I'm doing a disco for someone, for my good mate over at his place, and I want to get these lights working. So what I've done is I've taken these, what are these? They're 10mm M10 wing bolts, drilled a hole down in the center of them, and tapped a hole for a small countersunk 3/16 screw or a number 10 screw, and then fitted these countersunk M6 washers, so they act as pads for the screws to clamp on. So these are just galvanized L brackets from Bunnings, just standard, just standard hardware bits. And what I've done is I've got these stainless countersunk bolts, and I've countersunk them and into there and put bolts here, so it'll go onto the table like that. And the uprights will bolt to here. They'll sit flat in front of the bracket and bolt onto there. And so to attach it all, I used the countersunk bolts up there as well, countersunk them in, drilled and tapped, and then cut them off flush. And this side I just used the original holes that come in these brackets, and just put some bolts and just put some countersunk bolts again and some nylox. So a basic little clamp setup, but it'll work well. So that's the first one done. The other one's sort of semi-built. I'll get that done tomorrow, hopefully, and then I can get those big blue speakers out and all the lights and the controllers and the mixer and the turntables and put on a disco, put on a show. It'll be fun. I haven't had a chance to get anything out since October last year. So yeah, and I've got the boxes up there now too. The ones up there with the which I've acquired since then, which now have the fluorescent UV lights in them, the black lights. So that'll be good. That'll be a nice effect. And yeah, so it'll be good to get it all out and see how it works and see how it looks. This bracket looks pretty sturdy. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So I'm just going to use a bit of timber, so just like a small thin piece of MDF or ply just here, where I clamp it onto the table there. And that will do the job. So they're just drilled and tapped. So these holes were about, I think they're 1/4 inch, the factory holes. So I drilled them out to 8.5mm and then tapped it for an M10 by 1.5, and that's it. So I've got another identical one that I'm making, and this was a good way to do it without welding, seeing as I don't own a welder. So yeah, just a good way to put a bunch of jelly bean parts together and make a useful bit of rigging. Anyways, that was only a short one. Hopefully I'll be able to put up a disco video either New Year's Day or in the following days. But I plan to get something up showcasing the whole rig, the whole vintage disco rig, and that's about it really. Nothing really much to say on it. So anyways, everyone, I hope you all have a happy new year and stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you next year. Ta-da.